So if you guys hear any noise in the background, it's because Reggie's listening to his lecture for the week, and I can't tell him not to listen to it because it's his schoolwork, and I'm just filming for YouTube. So if you hear like random people talking, it's because Reggie is in his healthcare management administration, whatever, finance, accounting lecture. What's up, guys? It's Dwayna, aka Glamazon1026, and today we are going to be talking about blending. I named this video Blending 102 because I already did Blending 101 way back when in my Back to Basics series. So I'm going to be linking it up at the top so you guys can go and get a little refresher on that at your leisure. Also, we're going to be talking about two products that you can use as P. Louise replacements if you don't want to support her brand anymore. So if you want to see all this video has to offer, stay tuned.
Oh, darling, won't you stay? We'll make heaven out of my place. It's been one hell of a day.
Start today off all the way, well, not all the way zoomed in, but we're pretty much zoomed in. My eyebrows already done, my face is already primed. I used the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, and I use Dip Brow and Dark Brown with the Ebony Brow Powder to go on top of it. So first, let's talk a little bit about why we don't use P. Louise anymore. So a couple of weeks ago, she was at a Drake concert with some friends, I guess. And, you know, Drake says the N-word in quite a few of his songs. P. Louise is Anglo-Saxon. And she said the N-word. You know, people were kind of calling her out about it. She had it up on her, like, either Instagram stories or Snapchat. And she was like, well, first of all, I'm not racist. And I have plenty of friends. And my boyfriend is black, so I can't be racist. Now, as a black person, you recognize the I can't be racist, I have black friends trope. That train is never late. And so it's not necessarily the fact, like, she shouldn't have used the word. That's number one. And the number two is she, instead of copping to it and just being like, you know what, my bad, I apologize, I was having fun, I was caught up in a moment. Like, even that is like a pretty poor excuse, you know? But even if she had done that, we could have maybe looked past it. I'm not talking about everybody in the black community. If you're black and you choose to forgive her, that's your business. If you don't, then that's your business. Me, as a black woman, I will not be purchasing from her company again. So I had to go out and find a eyeshadow primer that would be just as good as the P. Louise base. Now, I have her base in 02 and 0.5, and 0.5 is a lighter one and 02 is a little bit darker, but it's still pretty light. So I needed to find something that would give me the coverage that I needed, blend as well as hers does. I needed something that would dry down but still be tacky. Now, if you remember, if you're an OG, I believe it was my Soft Glam video, my ABH Soft Glam video, I use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly for my eyeshadow base. And I like it a lot, but this is $30. So I needed to find something that was budget friendly and could replace the P. Louise primers. So the two primers that I've been using are Makeup Revolution's Cut Crease Canvas, and then I have the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer. So let's just get into it. We're going to prime both of our lids, and I'm just going to put L'Oreal on one side, and I'm going to put the Makeup Geek on the other side. What is that noise? Oh my gosh. Boo-boo! So the difference between these bases and the P. Louise one is they're both thinner than the P. Louise one, but they give you the same amount of coverage, especially if you're not dragging the product over. That's why you saw me like just tapping it in, because I want that to have that same amount of coverage. Looking a little crazy. I'm gonna be using the Subculture palette to show you guys some blending techniques and to kind of test these bases for you. So how we're going to do this is I'm going to give you two different blending techniques on both of the eyes, and hopefully they'll come out the same, and we'll just kind of talk a little bit more in depth about blending your eyeshadow to perfection. So I'm going to pick up Axis with this Wet n Wild brush, and I'm going to just grab some pigment, tap it off, and then I'm just going to begin to press it into my crease. Now, this is the UK way of blending, I believe. You don't need a lot. You want to start really little and just kind of build it up. Always make sure you tap off, because then it'll stop it from looking cakey. Take a little bit and just keep building that pigment up. So now that I kind of have that blue where I want it, I'm going to take this clean blending brush. I'm just going to blend the edges out. And what's going to happen is this is going to make it easier for me to blend the next color, which would be the transition color. Now I'm going to take this Wet n Wild brush and I'm going to pick up Roxy. I'm going to do the same thing, just going to tap it right over Axis into that transition space. No judging until we're finished. When we're finished, then you can say whether or not you like it. Alright, so I'm going to take some more of that L'Oreal concealer and I'm going to use my MAC 212 brush to cut this crease. So now I'm going to pick up this flat shader, go in with Adorn all over the lid. So let's do this side, and we're going to use the same exact colors, but we're going to use a different technique to blend. Instead of going in from the bottom up, we're going to go top down. So I'm going to pick up Roxy, just go in there, tap a little bit off, and start blending out in small circular motions. So this way is the way that I usually blend. So we're going in circles and windshield wipers at the same time. Now picking up Axis, and we're doing the same exact thing, just taking it and blending it into the crease and with the transition color. Now we're using the Cut Crease Canvas by Makeup Revolution to cut our crease. I'm going to pick up Adorn on a damp flat shader. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this technique tutorial. Also, let me know in the comments which of these bases you think you would pick up, and also which of the blending techniques you think you're more comfortable with doing. Or let me know if you're more comfortable with doing both. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell if you want to know exactly when I upload and become a part of the Glam Fam. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I will see you in my next video.